All right, Ryan,
What's up?
back at it again.
Yep.
So today we got a topic for you. It's basically money spent versus time spent. So in our case, it would be like an item. So do you ever like when you're about to make a purchase, say for example, like you're just walking in, and you a random item, right?
hmm
Do you ever look at the price and just like look at the price alone, or do you like do some analysis about it, the price?
Um, if it's something expensive,
Mm-hmm.
like I would say like over $100,
Yeah,
then I'll definitely think about like t- why why I even want to buy it, like
yeah,
how am I gonna use it? Like is it worth it? Is it a good price
yeah,
at the time, or
yeah.
can I find it somewhere cheaper?
So the way I
So,
think of it when I analyze it, so if it's like $100 item, right? Depending on the item, obviously a shirt you can wear multiple times over and over and keep it over a year. But the way I like to compare the money is money versus time spent. So if there's like a chart,
hmm
so the button would be money, right? So we go increase it. I have to spend a proportional amount of time using that item. Like obviously when you buy a shirt, it's like $20, but you can keep wearing it over and over and over and over. That's like the time spent using the item. That's why the topic today is money spent on an item versus the time you spent with the item. So for example, like when you go to a movie, this is how I this is how I compare when people say like money spent per hour, like a movie, right?
hmm
What the average price of a movie is what $20,
Yeah.
and most movie is what 2 hours.
hmm
So that hour within that hour it costs you $10.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how the $20 gets you 2 hour of entertainment. So each hour costs you $10.
hmm
So do you ever think like that or
Yeah, I definitely think about that. Like
yeah,
the way I view it in my head is like
yeah,
how many hours do I have to work
yeah?
to be able to afford this?
It's like there's a meme I saw a while ago. It's basically so as a kid you see like Red Robin for example, like a $17 burger. It's or to your head it's like oh it's just a $17 burger, you enjoy it, and
hmm
then as you start working like a teenager,
hmm
you get like one of the like mall jobs or any other jobs that pays like minimum wage, right?
hmm
And you look at it, you're like this ain't no $17 burger. It's an hour of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
concept. That's
that's
how
right.
you
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that
that's why I have a hard time bringing lunch to work.
oh gosh
So, and being inside the mall, there's like the food court and whatnot, but
yeah
of course it gets expensive.
yeah
Sometimes I think about it like when I'm going out to buy something for lunch
yeah
on my break,
yeah.
is basically like the first hour that I worked that day
It's
was
basically
basically gone already.
that's why you try to walk around and try to get free food everywhere. That's why I
Yeah.
offer it, bro. All right, so another big one is like a lot of people for our case, right? We build PCs. Some of them can go from 1K up to 5K.
hmm
Our average build is like what 1.5K. A lot of people just see a price tag, you know what I mean? Like, oh shoot, you spent $1,000 on that
hmm
for what? Like then people don't realize, bro, I'm gonna be having this system for like 4 or 5 years. I'm
Yeah.
spending thousands of hours. So in going back to the money spent, so we spent like 1,000. What's it called? $1,000. Make it easy.
hmm
1,000 hour, $1,000 on the PC. But I'm probably gonna put more than like 1,000 plus hours.
Yeah.
So every hour it only costs me a dollar. So a dollar for an hour
Okay.
entertainment. People don't think like that. They just
That's
see,
fair.
oh shit, it's $1,000. It's a lot of money. But
hmm
I'm gonna be using it for 4 or 5 years. Put like thousands of hours. Do you know how much hours you put on your old PC or no?
Man, definitely thousands,
More than a
like
thousand. Yeah.
thousands of hours.
Yeah. Think about it. If you like just say average, because my PC is on because we gotta edit videos and do all this stuff, play games and stuff. On average, I'm just gonna say like maybe like 2 3 hours a day on my PC. So in a year, that's already if I were to say if I were to use it every day. Obviously, I don't use it every day, but let's just say I do. I will rack up close to like over 1,000 hours on my
Definitely,
PC.
yeah, for
So
sure.
in that 1 year alone, it would only cost me a dollar an hour. Basically, that's how I think. But obviously, $1,000 to spend on things is still a lot of money. But
hmm
you also got to think about like how much hours you're gonna spend on it.
Right.
So going back to gaming, you and me, we play like all sorts of games, single player game, multiplayer game. So recently, Rockstar, the CEO of Rockstar, the one that owns the Rockstar, they're currently working on GTA 6 right now.
hmm
What he said was he wanted to start charging not the $70. Right now, the standard for games is $70 per game, right?
Yeah.
But he wanted to start charging for how many hours you're going to spend in a game. So how do you feel about that?
Mm.
So if you say you spent okay, so let's just say he charges of 1 cent for every hour you played. That's like $10 right there. Would you be okay with that? Or how do you feel about like the? Would you rather pay upfront one payment or keep track of or being paid or you have to pay to play, or like
hmm
for every
Yeah,
hour you
yeah,
play
yeah.
you pay?
Um, Generally, would prefer to just pay one flat rate
Yeah,
and then just not have to worry about like having being tracked or
yeah,
anything. But when it comes to like a AAA title like a GTA, which starts at like $60 plus,
yeah. The new one's
if if
$70,
yeah,
right?
if you don't know for sure that you're gonna be playing it like a lot,
Yeah,
it might be worth it for you to do that model
yeah.
where you pay whatever how many cents per hour.
Would you rather if you're given the option, would you pay that cent to play? So say if you only play the game for like 10 hours, right?
hmm
And that what 10 hours, or let's just do $10 an hour. It'll cost you for that 10 hours you played. You would spend only $10 versus if you played $70 for the full game.
If it's like a single player game that
Yeah,
I could just finish it like speed run it,
yeah.
then I might do that.
See,
But when it comes to GTA,
that's gonna
I
be,
know for sure I'm gonna put in
bro.
more than 70 hours. So
Bro, like GTA 5, for example, has been around for 11 plus years now, and most people put thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of hours into it. That's why the CEO said that they should start charging for how many hours you played because you spent so many time. That's why
that's
he did bring up the movie reference that you spent $20 for a 2 hour movie, so that's $10 an hour. So why wouldn't you spend that same amount on a game? But then as gamers, we've been spoiled with like the price. You know, always like on Steam sale, everything's on sale and stuff, and we
hmm
like the flat rate. We just want to get it out,
yeah.
nothing keep track and stuff like that. So we've been spoiled as gamers, but people don't realize it too. Because nowadays, because they starting for this generation, the PS5, Xbox, whatever I forgot it was, the Xbox,
hmm
they bumped up from the original like the MSRP of $60 to $70. But people got mad at us, like, hey, why is it $10 more? But
Yeah.
then gaming, it's like overall, it's more expensive. It's harder to develop, and I want to say people are running out of ideas, but they're public traded companies, so they have to meet a quota, so they got to keep making money.
I don't know. When it comes to like a game like GTA,
Yeah,
it's essentially it's already guaranteed like crazy success.
yeah,
Like you know for sure it's gonna be like they're gonna be making more than enough money.
yeah,
I think they're just being a little money hungry
yeah. Well, do you
with
know
that.
why? Because so Rockstar is owned by 2K, and
hmm
2Ks are the people that make every NBA game, the 2K
hmm
games, and every year it's the same game with a new roster and supposedly upgraded graphics, but for the price of $70. Remember, they're owned by a greedy ass company, bro. Any 2K
Damn.
games, they always money. Think about it. Every year they release a new NBA game, and everybody just buys it, buys it,
hmm
buys it. So that's where
Not
they,
only NBA, there's like football, there's
yeah,
soccer.
and people
Like
just keep
they do
buying
it
them.
every year.
They keep buying it over and over. Essentially, it is the same game, and there's not so much you could do, but they get you the fresh roster.
hmm
They pull you in like, oh, we got the updated roster, and people, like everyone's like die hard like fans, and they want to
hmm
play their favorite characters. That's how
hmm
they make money. Let's see. All right, so let me ask you this. Going back to the gaming, would you rather? Okay, so at $70, right? Just no sales, no nothing. Base price $70. Would you rather have 15 hours of quality ass game every moment hits, right? Every like you get like every cutscene, every battle, everything, you got the adrenaline hits, right? Or 100-hour game with a bunch of high points, like obviously you get the adrenaline, and
hmm
all the low points of like you basically just traveling around doing absolutely nothing, fighting like grinding out like your levels.
Yeah.
What would you prefer? At $70.
If it's a single player game, I'd
Yeah.
rather just do the 15 hours like of just solid content
Uh-huh.
for sure.
That's what I would do too. But a lot of people nowadays, they prefer like long open world games that they want to try to get their most like their money worth. But then at the end of the day, like if in between, it's hard to fill 100-hour game. You know what I mean? With content, they got to drag it out somehow. So there's always like a bunch of dialogue, cutscenes, all this
hmm
walking, like especially open world walking. You're doing this and that, and it just drags on.
Yeah,
Yeah. So at
for
seventy
sure.
dollars, I too would take 15 hours of quality game. So for people outside you and me, what do you see when they buy something? How do you describe their thought process when buying an item?
Um, I think definitely for the average person,
Yeah.
the first thing that comes to mind is price.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it expensive enough to the point where they have to save up for it?
Yeah.
And like really think about when it's like the best time to buy it,
Yeah.
or is it just something that's essential, or just
Oh.
something like that you get every couple weeks? So
Is that-
depends.
Same thing with a lot of people. Like they always complain when, like, say the new iPhone releases, right? It's $1,000, but people don't realize, oh, like that $1,000 you're spending on an item that you literally will use every day for multiple hours through the day.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm just trying to teach people. Like, don't always look at the value, like the value of the item based on money, because you also there's multiple factors like how long you're going to be using it, how long you're going to keep it, and that's why time spent is also important with the item.
For sure.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, how do you value an item?
Uh, for me, it's generally how much work I have to put in to save up for this.
Yeah.
And like, is it gonna, if I make a purchase now, is it gonna affect other parts of my life? Like, am I gonna have to cut back on like eating out
Yeah.
or like going out with friends or anything like
Yeah.
that? I generally try to keep a good balance.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna make a big purchase, I try not to be impulsive. Like, make sure it's the right price.
Yeah.
Make sure it makes sense with my budget, and just basically not dig myself in a hole.
Yeah.
So
That's how I do it too. But there's one item or one set of items that every time something comes out, bro, I gotta hop onto it, and it's Pokemon cards, bro. It's, every time.
you get Pokemon cards too?
Yeah.
I recently started collecting.
No way. Why didn't you tell
Yeah.
me, bro? Dude, we can gamble together, bro.
Bro.
Dude,
Yeah, like in the last like 3 months,
Yeah.
I've
It's kind of addicting.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be. I'll be honest. It's addicting.
It's
Dude,
definitely a gambling. It's buying the booster packs and all that.
dude, it's literally straight up gambling in a sense. But like, I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now. I recently got back into it during COVID when everyone's just chilling at home, nothing to do. So that's when I got back into it. But yeah, bro, I've been pulling for 4 years. It get shit expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's a set that came back in, I think it was August of 2021. It's called Evolving Skies. Dude, that set was so stacked, but the problem was like the pull rate was so bad. But luckily, thank God, I pulled the most expensive card from it from my first, like, okay, so a booster box comes with 36 packs. That at that time cost me like $100, right? So I was like, oh, $100. Why I lose? Bro, 4 packs in, I pulled it. I was screaming, bro. I should have recorded, bro. I was screaming. Dude, I was so hyped, bro. I literally was so hyped. But the pull rate on that one is so trash, bro.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
That's what I got. I got lucky with one of my recent booster
Yeah.
boxes too.
Yeah. Shit's expensive,
Also
bro.
pulled the most expensive card on
Yeah.
it.
What's that? Would you know?
Mask of Change. It's I collect Japanese,
Oh, okay.
so the names are like somewhat
Massive
different.
change. For
It's
us.
a green.
Yeah, yeah. So
like-
it's the mask one. For us, it's Twilight Masquerade. There you go. For us, it's called Twilight
Yeah,
Masquerade.
yeah.
Is it the Greninja one? Oh wait, no, that's. Fuck.
No, I pulled a trainer card.
Oh,
Hollow.
the one where she's like on the computer, right?
Honestly, I don't even remember. It's
Dude.
well, all I know is that it was like a $200 card at the time that I pulled it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
insane.
it was well more than the price of the box.
Dude, but that's literally when it comes to Pokemon cards, bro. I throw the amount of time spent on the thing out the trash. Like it does not affect it, dude. For opening a booster box, it takes me like 30 seconds. Yeah, it literally takes me.
I try to like savor it and do it slowly, but
Dude, even when I slowly do it, I'll show you something after.
okay.
Even if I do it slowly, bro, 30 seconds. I literally try to limit myself, but I'll tell you after this why it takes me 30 seconds. But
Okay.
I hope you guys enjoy that one and spend responsibly. Don't waste your money. Don't blow it on anything, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.